Hello everyone and welcome to Drawface. How are you guys doing today? I'm Seth, this is Dylan. We are going to be talking card games, card game trivia, playing some Master Duel, and making some cool art.
Hello, hello.
How's it going on this lovely Friday afternoon, y'all? Super excited to be here. Cannot wait to get started and play some card games, have some good times. If there's any delays or issues with anything that you guys see, let us know. We'll take care of it. We're still ironing out things a lot.
I'm still living with the delay.
Delay? Delay down and die.
Hold up, what is it? Now I'm hearing us.
Yeah, that's because you have your YouTube video on.
No, I have the noise turned off. Why is this?
Oh.
I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out later. You sure that you don't have YouTube like all the way lower down?
Yeah, unless I have it opened in another tab.
That's crazy.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. How's it
That's
going?
My Frost the Bear.
Tomb Doom. How are you? We're doing great. It's a lazy Saturday for me. We were doing very good today. Just hanging in there. I slept in way later than I probably should have, but I was up till about 4 a.m. Moving big brown boxes. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Indiana Jones, where they have like all of the like
the storage, the government storage facility.
Yeah, with the boxes that just hold God or whatever.
Yeah.
That was me yesterday at the back at a shop that I occasionally will work at. So that was fun. Oh my gosh. Today is a new day, but I'm tired. How about you, Dylan? How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty good. Pretty good. Excited to work on some art today.
Heck yeah.
I am still working on the piece I was working on last week. The my version of the Dragon from Magic the Gathering.
Tell us a little bit about the Dragon, because I don't know if all of our Yu-Gi-Oh guys know a lot about Magic.
All right, so I'd be happy to. The Dragon, first off, is one of my favorite commanders. Like, for sure. It's one of my go-tos. Like, ever since they released it, I was like, that's my jam. This is going to be one of my main decks. And it has been. But the Dragon... So, Magic the Gathering takes place across the multiverse. Like, every set takes place in a different plane of existence. New characters. All sorts of new environments, new settings. The Dragon is the god of all dragons. Like, across the multiverse. Every time a dragon exists, it's because of the Dragon. Like, So it's the embodiment of all dragons and all dragon kind,
The
and I
Dragon
think that
Daddy.
it's just so cool.
That's why he
And so
has.
I'm trying to capture that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why he has all those different wings and stuff, right? The colors.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ur Dragon is a 5-color commander, so I wanted to do like kind of represent each color and its wings and like just kind of the expansiveness of it.
Heck yeah, I love it.
But
I love that he's wearing his Magic the Gathering.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted so the anybody who doesn't know, the chest has got the Magic the Gathering symbol on it, and I just wanted to kind of make it out of like scales, like
Which came first?
and kind of.
Which do you think came first? Did he have the symbol and Magic was like, oh my god, like this is so cool? Or do you think that
Oh yeah, no, I think that
you think they paid him to get
who
a
created
tattoo?
Magic was it Richard Garfield, the creator of Magic. I think he channeled the Ur Dragon to create Magic to start the cult, like
Yeah.
start
For
the
anyone
dragon cult.
who doesn't know, Richard Garfield is basically the closest thing in the real world we have to Maximilian Pegasus. Like he created Magic the
I guess,
Gathering.
yeah,
Yeah?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Cuz like
That's a
Pegasus is
fair,
like 24 when he's a billionaire, which by the way, if that doesn't make me feel inferior, I thought that Pegasus was like 45 or whatever, but he's like 24, 27. Like the man is young. And and Richard Garfield is also relatively young for having Magic been around for what, 40 years at this point?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, like
I just figured out with it.
I just play. Listen, I just play this game. I just work here.
I didn't figure out where the noise was coming from. Never mind.
Uh
Forgive us that anything.
okay. But yeah, no, so he's Richard. Does he an artist as well, or is he just the game designer?
You know, I honestly don't know much about him.
Damn,
I really should feel like that's something I should look into.
that's crazy.
Cool guy. Cool guy.
Pretty
Created one
pretty
of my
sick guy.
favorite games.
Unless he does something crazy, in which case we never liked him at all.
Yeah. In which case,
No, in which case
I never cared for
I
him.
never cared for him.
Never
Unless
cared
he's
for him
unless he
much.
wants to invite us somewhere, in which case I love Richard Garfield. Unless he's not a cool guy.
Unless it's to an island.
Yeah. Oh no, well no, this is even more Pegasus
No.
allegories. Like Duelist Kingdom, like a fun
Yeah.
island full of dead
Yeah.
grandpas and shadow magic and orphaned
Full of
brothers.
kids. Damn it.
How does he not
Never
go to
mind.
jail for kidnapping and chaining up a 7-year-old boy? Is my question. Or how old's
Pegasus?
Mokuba?
Which what's that? We're talking about Pegasus, right?
We're talking about Pegasus. We're talking about Pegasus.
Times were different. Different times. Like
Times were different. Gosh, dear Lord. Point being, your duelists, how are you doing today? You know, anyone get any cool snacks or treats or pastries? Anyone have a good morning that didn't start at 3 p.m.? Anyone have a great morning that did start at 3 p.m.? Let me know, because dear God, oh my God, I was dragging. My back has never hurt as much as it did yesterday for like, I don't know. We finished up the regular things that we have to do for my job at like 8 p.m. And then we were doing the box moving stuff till like 2 a.m. Of course, your boy's getting paid for it, but dear Lord, like I was so drained by the end of it. I was like, I am done here. I'm tired, and I am grateful I do not work tomorrow because I am just sleeping in. And then I woke up at 10 a.m. and I was like, man, I could be a productive member of society. Like I feel refreshed. I feel good. I could get things done. And then I just went back to sleep until 3.
I called you this morning, like, are you ready? And you're like, what? Why are you ready?
We had yeah, right? No, we had a conversation of like, what, like 3 hours? No, like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We had a 30-minute conversation, and I was so excited. And then I was like, all right. And then you called me like 5 hours later, and I was like, I did not leave the spot from when you last talked to me. I did not. I have not left this realm. It is my domain right now. Oh my gosh. Do you think which came first, Dungeons and Dragons or Magic? Because I'm actually curious. Does Magic have their version of the Five God Dragon?
Oh, well, Tiamat is in Magic now, which is the
Yes.
dragon god.
That doesn't count. Oh, well, I guess it's Progenitus or Progenitus.
Well, no, I mean it's the Ur Dragon, right?
But he's only got one head.
That's true.
We need 5 of those guys.
Actually, yeah, I mean, actually, there's not. I think the most we ever get. Well, I mean, we get a Hydra Dragon, but it's only.
Yeah, but Hydras don't tickle me like that. They do not. They're not. They're cool. I mean, I like them, but they don't rustle my jimmies in the way that like a dragon. You know? It's like a worm.
Yeah.
Like a worm? A worm. Do you pronounce it differently? Are you supposed to say worm or worm differently?
Fire? What?
Yeah, you know, like worms. But not worms. Which came first? God dang it! Stop! Stop it!
Remember that.
Anyway, my Master Duel is finishing up, updating and downloading. It should be just a few more minutes. I haven't opened Master Duel since 2022, I think. So we're gonna be playing some catch up today. So we're probably gonna grind a little. If anyone from the chat wants to play with us, Dylan's gonna be working, so he actually doesn't have his Master Duel available, but. I'm going to be using my Master Duel, so I'm happy to play with any fans.
I mean, I could hop on, but I don't know if I have anything put together.
Yeah, that's kind of my issue. It's like I really don't know what I have for like I know I have a hero deck, I know I have a Dark Magician deck. That's about it.
That's all you need.
That's all you really need though, honestly. I'm excited though, so if anyone doesn't want to throw down, just let me know. Happy to talk about it. In between then, did you see that Thunder Giant has a retrade?
Why can't I think of Thunder Giant?
Yeah.
Which one?
E-Hero Thunder Giant, it's Sparkman and Clayman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't know what his effect looks like, but he looks sick as heck. Let me get him for you.
Pull that boy up.
Brother is way cool. Brother is mondo cool.
It's always exciting to see new hero stuff. I feel like you never know what it's gonna do, but like.
No, you never do. You have no clue. And it always feels like it's underwhelming at first too. To me, at least.
I feel like it's underwhelming, and then somebody figures it out.
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Like,
exactly.
This actually works. Like.
I absolutely agree with that sentiment. Like, it always feels like... Because that's how it was about people getting upset with E-Hero Infernal Wing, which is himself super sick and cool. People were like, I hate this card. This card's dumb. Why would I want this? And then they realized, oh, this actually breaks the deck in, like, the best way. So, I don't know. Maybe hero players we just do it different. Worse. We lose to a big rock in the sky. But we do it.
I did find out where the sound is coming from. Yes.
Where?
Everything is perfect now. Ooh.
All right, we're in. We're in the pit. Let's go. Hello, Master Duelists. Let's see what I got going on today.
Ooh, got your goodies.
I got some gems. I got 300 gems. I could buy a whole bottle cap with that. Gems, a valuable gemstone with a mysterious glow. You can use these at the shop to purchase card packs and accessories. I don't care. 8 million downloads?
Yeah. I mean, why is this? Man.
Oh man, I do hate. So I have this like OCD, guys. Let me know if you guys have this as well, where uh, for any time I see a notification, I can't manage emotionally being like, oh cool, I have 500 floating emails. It doesn't feel right, so I have to always take care of it. Like I always have to like at least look
Oh
at
yeah.
them. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And
kind of. Although I got like every time I look at my YouTube app, I've got like 900 notifications, and I'm like, I do not have time
I
to even
wish
think
I had
about that.
900 notifications on my YouTube app. That would mean we're doing pretty
I don't,
good. I think that would mean we're killing it.
I don't even know. I don't even know what's causing that many
Oh my
notifications. That's
god,
how
what?
like I'm like I don't have time to even think about it. Like
Dear
we're gonna just gonna put that
lord.
down and
Yeah, you're like, I'll deal with
put
this
that
at a
away.
later time.
Yeah.
I'll deal with this much later in life. I totally feel that. That's actually totally fair. No, so for me, it's, I don't know if you can see on my screen, but my Master Duel notifications are all popped up. And I love me some good Master Duel. I really do. I absolutely love Master Duel. I think it's a more fun format. I think that it's a way to teach people interactions. I love that they like notify you of certain things in game mechanics where like otherwise you're like, I don't know what's going on. But for all of the compliments I give to Master Duel, I take them away because unless they've updated it, anytime the like notifications have those like exclamation points on them, you have to manually click through every single one in order to get them to go away. Otherwise, it just shows that like there are just that many exclamation points, and it will always look like there's like a ton of notifications, even if you only have one. So I like this is a mini game in itself. I hate it, and I have 2 years to catch up on this.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my word! Does anyone
Yeah.
here
Like
play
oh,
Master Duel?
thanks for coming back. Here's 10 gems.
Here's 10 gems and 5 million emails. I mean, I get it. Listen, I'm glad that I am very happy that this game still is getting updated and loved and whatnot because there are other
Yeah,
games.
actually, I was gonna ask you because you probably know this,
What's up?
or if somebody in chat knows, let us know. But I do when we get a ban list for the TCG, do we also get a ban list? Like, do they happen at the same time?
As far as I know, they don't happen at the same time, but they do. There is a reoccurring ban
I know
list
there's
on Master Duels.
yeah, I know that they got their own ban list, but I just didn't know if it happened at the same time as the official ban list.
I don't think so. God, no, I doubt it. I think it's a different team. But they're pretty good about it. Red Eye's Dark Dragoon was banned from the get when it came to Master Duel in the beginning, and I don't know. Oh, I closed the stream? Oh, shit. Well, now I think we're good. Are we back? Okay, cool.
Oh.
Cool. Good. It might have been that we were... I was downloading an update for Master Duel, so thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes there's an issue with... like the stream delay whenever we're running certain programs. We should be fine now, but I was noticing that when I was downloading the update for Master Duel, there was some dropped like connection bars, but I think we're good. But yeah, how's your day been, friend? Like, are you doing okay? You doing good? Tomb Doom. Let's see here. Oh, these are sick. Fiendsmith.
Whoa,
What's up?
that's cool.
Yeah, the Fiendsmith sleeves.
Yeah,
They're sick. Oh, you are seeing it in real time.
I've seen a game in real time. The streams.
Oh yeah, the
Got it.
streams. Oh! Oh!
Oh, hey. There you go.
There we go with no Ernios. Oh, I heard. Okay, I heard. I have to share this with the chat because this is a thing that might be relevant. So let me kind of go through these notifications, but there may be more confirmation on why Ernios was never reprinted. For the longest time, people had believed that Air Neos was not reprinted because of a airline with the exact same name. Now,
Oh,
keep in mind, like, I think that was a pretty weak assumption because they have an other elemental hero literally named The Shining, and that was never an issue.
yeah.
So I was like, that seems like a reach, but I'm going to allow it until otherwise. And today I was scrolling as I was getting out of bed and saw that there was speculation. Now none of this is concrete, but there was speculation onto. Also, let me know if the Master Duel audio is too loud for anyone or too quiet. But there was speculation as to why the Ernios debacle may actually have been a factor that has not come into play with the English game, and why they changed the design so drastically in Rush Duel. So I don't know if you know about the Rush Duel stuff, Dylan.
I do not.
Okay. So in Rush Duel, which is a separate card game to the mainline Yu-Gi-Oh that we play, not to be mistaken with Master Duel, Speed Duel, Link Duels, blah blah blah. Like, they are a completely different card game with a different card layout, different rule set. It is like the main goings on from modern day Yu-Gi-Oh in Japan. They are their own separate TCG. So in Rush Duel, they do occasional retrains of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that already exist. Now, there's a lot of times where they'll just bring over a card from classic Yu-Gi-Oh to Rush Duel Yu-Gi-Oh. For example, Dark Magician or Blue Eyes, so on, Dark Magician Girl. These cards will have what's called the Legend rule on them. So similar to Magic, actually, you're only allowed one Legend card.
Oh.
I believe that they have a workaround for Blue Eyes and stuff too. But these are still, for all intents and purposes, the same card that we know in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh. What they also do is retrains for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So let me see if I can't find something to put in the stream. Rush Duel retrains. Let's see here. So yeah, so there's just a few interesting. Right now they only have ritual and fusion mechanics, but they have, I think it's called like combination summons, which is basically 3 monsters that just have extended art together that all like do something together when they're on the field at one point in time. Let's see. Rush Duel Heroes is probably a better card. Awesome. So yeah. So we know Flare Neos as the Flare Scarab and Flame Wingman combination that we have grown to love for all of modern day Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'll put him on the screen in just a moment. But I'm also going to put on the screen what is the Flare Neos retrain, which is Heat Neos. So it's still Flare Scarab and Neos that make him Flare Neos. But instead of making the version of the hero that we have come to know, it's now a completely different version of that combination. I believe the effects are a little different too. Let me see here. So you'll see here in just a moment, Dylan. I'll pull up the Flare Neos right there. And it may be a second for you in the transition. But if you look on the screen, we've got them right there. There's Flare Neos on my side of the screen, and then Heat Neos on yours in just a moment when it appears. So they did this for a few other hero cards as well. They've created some original heroes. They have also like retrained the fusion. So we don't have these sick designs from the GX era that we know. It's more like Ultraman style designs, which, to be fair, do make it look more like Neos than like Neos taking the attributes of a creature than him becoming a new one. So I do like it. Cool. I do wish there was a way for both to coexist in the same card game, but ultimately very cool regardless. Now, I have to pull up the old person app for me to find where I saved this. So let me open my Facebook. Let me see here. And let me go to saves. And I'm pretty sure I saved it. Unless someone deleted it. Let me check with the Yu-Gi-Oh groups. Because I know I saw it and I was like, ooh. In fact, I might have screenshotted it. So let me double check on my phone. I did. Okay. So keep in mind, this is from a fully verified source. So I just want to like preface this by saying that. But there was some pretty well established understanding on where they had gathered their references. So let me pull up this. I'm not going to share. There's a picture with a link in it, but that was written, like I said, by a non-verified source. And I would rather not put a link in the chat or in the video that is not needed to make a point. But let me find this real quick. Let me just open up here so I can send this to myself. Because this topic is very interesting. I do find it extremely interesting that, like, the logistics of situations like this. Ernios is such an oddity in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I feel like discussing him is just something really, really bizarre. Let me see here. And you know what? I can just pull it up this way. So it's Greg E. Wise. How do you spell this? Search. Do you guys know what I'm talking? Yes! Yes! He knows what I'm talking about! The Ravacidally or whatever. How do you... I was literally just typing it.
Ravedactyl?
Ravedactyl? Is that it? Ravedactyl? I'm dyslexic, so... pardon. Yeah, Ravedactyl! Thank you! So, Ravedactyl is the design I'm about to pull up on the screen. And you'll see the Ernios design as well. Thank you so much, dude! Yes, yes. So allegedly, and I say this only because YouTuber, you have to drop that term everywhere. Allegedly, this is a lawsuit going on or had been going on between Konami and Beyond Comics. So I'm about to pull up the pictures of both. It'll take Dylan a second to see them, but you guys will see it pretty much immediately once it's here for us. And it's going to cover my side of the screen entirely just so Dylan can get a really good view of it. This is insane to me. Okay. So, yeah, the Beyond Comics thing is crazy to me. And to be fair, I can kind of see where they're coming from. To be fair. Now, you can be like, oh, well, like, it's just a bird guy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
it's still very, like, you have to squint and, like, kind of be mentally looking for the comparisons.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close, but also...
There's a lot to be said about, hey, I may, again, allegedly, and this is my own personal opinion, I don't know if it...
inspired, but I don't think it doesn't...
Yeah.
It's not like a direct ripoff.
I was going to say...
Let's see, like, a lawsuit.
Right. So, like, Okay, so here's the written part. It seems that the mystery regarding Ernios has been solved. Credit to the author of this. I apologize, I don't have the screenshot with that person. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description. User at Yu-Gi-Oh! Wind on Instagram found a connection between the comic creator Ravedactyl and Ernios about 4 hours ago. This led to a discovery of court documents between Beyond Comics Inc. versus Konami Corp. 2008 regarding copyright infringement, with Ernios being the cited infringement. The documents are provided in the link, but again, I don't want to just give a risky link to anyone. But this is, in fact, a legal dispute. Now, that said, is it a justified legal dispute? Because Dylan and me are both artists, and I am leaning on the side that all Elemental heroes have openly been stated to be inspired by American superheroes. So I think that you could argue that that inspiration went deeper than needed for Ernios.
Yeah, went a little too far for...
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I definitely see it. you know, it's there. The comparison can be made.
Right. Now, equally, you could also discuss that this could be the opportunistic outlook. And this is not in a malicious way. I'm just stating objectively. This could be a situation where I'm an independent comic book artist and I see something that looks very similar to my artwork being made and profited off of by a multi-million-dollar corporation, and there may be money to be made in a lawsuit. And I'm not saying that that is his intent or was his original dispute. I'm just saying that, hey, you know, objectively speaking, there's a lot of reasons.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of reasons someone would want to do a lawsuit. I can see, like, again, I think it's more than just, hey, red guy in bird suit. I'm looking at, like, the cufflinks on his arm in the same way that Ernios has, like, his arm blades. I'm looking at, like, the...
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the head shape, like...
The red eyes.
The chest is definitely, like...
Mm-hmm.
Like, the outline, the trim...
Yeah,
is very similar. Like, you know,
it's interesting.
You know, I think there's a case either way, right? Like,
right.
He definitely, like, gonna have a hard time saying that he had no idea what Ravedactyl was, right? Like,
he's the only one, because no one else has.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not insulting this artist. I've just never heard of this character.
No, I've never heard of this either. Which is strange. I was like, it feels like something I would have come across.
This feels like a video that I should make. I don't know. I don't know if this is the video, but this feels like this feels like something to discuss. Like, we've been waiting for years on this, right, Jorge? Like, the fact that we had so many speculative decisions on this is crazy, and now it's basically created a rift in time where, again, the Rush Duel monsters for Elemental Hero Neos, because he is a Rush Duel deck, are different. Not just the Air Neos, because I feel like in the same way Konami cannot address the secondary market, because then it would be considered gambling. I think most TCGs have to consider that, like, when they... I know it sounds really weird, but from a legal perspective, that's why. Konami probably was like, look, if we specifically change the design of just Ernios, then we would be all but confirming that dispute has legal merit.
Yeah.
So
that seems fair. Like,
yeah. So they have to... It's really cool. I mean, in a way, I'm getting 6 new Hero Fusion monsters, but it's at the expense of 6 previous Hero Fusion monsters. Let me see. I'm trying to find the Neos. So like instead of Aqua Neos, we have, I believe his name is Pulse Neos. Let me pull him up. But the real one I want to show everyone is, there it is. Big shout out to the creator who created this thumbnail. His name is Wind Neos. Let me find this for us.
This is the new.
Yeah, this is the new Neos fusion monster.
Also,
let me screen share it with us. Wind Neos.
You should definitely make a deep dive. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
I think a deep a 20-minute deep dive is required here. Give us the iceberg, baby.
Yeah. You know what? Bless you guys. I think that's probably
give us the Air Neos iceberg.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, and if anyone wants to compare notes or anything, let me know. I'm always happy. But why am I using Bing, dude? I always use Bing when Google Images
why?
is so well, because like so.
I always use Bing. Said no one ever. Put that shit away.
Rush Duel. Let's see. And okay, and in fact, Wind Neos looks to be another company name, so it even defeats the point of Air Neos being a lawsuit against an airline company because you're using another name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to kill two birds with one stone.
Two birds. Two.
They wanted to kill two Air Neoses with one rock monster.
With one rock. Yeah. So, pardon the pixelation on this. This is
with one Kawaki Maru Guardian.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think this might be a higher quality image. Let's just use this replace. Okay. Oh my god, he's so pixelated. Whatever. This is just to get the point across. I'm now transitioning from Air Neos to Wind Neos. Keeping in mind, by the way, Jorge, thank you very much. And you, Dylan, as well. I think that a 20-minute deep dive, like you guys said, is pretty fair and valid. But yeah, like, this is insane to me. Because if there's nothing, there's only one thing that gets me more excited than like, yeah, look at this, look at this.
Yeah, he looks way better. That looks sick.
I love it. I mean,
no fucking Wolverine claws. I'm into that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's up?
Uh-oh. There it is. Marvel's coming.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't know how I feel about the new Neos fusions, because again, this is going from Neos kind of like melding his DNA with the fusion monster, because Air Neos looks mostly organic to me. Like the wings look organic, the body looks organic. When he becomes Flare Scarab, he gets like bug feet. Whereas these new Neos fusions look more like, I don't know if you were a Mega Man fan, Dylan, like past like, I mean, I know that me and you, oh man, we played some Mega Man.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if you know like Mega Man NT Warrior.
Oh, that's the. I think I played a little bit of that. Is that the one where they go into cyberspace?
Yeah.
And, yeah. I have played that one.
I love that one a lot. That's my favorite Mega Man other than Mega Man X. Like they hit two different parts of my heart. But the reason I bring up NT Warrior is because NT Warrior is much more like these new fusions for like what they called Cross Soul, which is where Mega Man basically just like whenever he defeats an enemy, his color scheme doesn't change. He wears their armor for his own. So I'm putting up a picture of that. And like, I don't know if like it's the hero fan in me, the Jaden fan in me that's like, oh no, I liked it this way. Or if it's like the artist in me. Because I do like the fusion being like a bio-organic combination as opposed to like a, all right, I'm going to wear some armor that gives me the power of Aqua Dolphin, but doesn't
give me the power of a dolphin.
Because Aqua Dolphin's one is also pretty weird. His is right here as well. Then actually, the Aqua Dolphin with Neos one is kind of freaky looking.
Oh yeah.
His head is like or the new one, which I'm sharing right here. Neos's ass looks like the Gmail logo. Google is going to sue.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Dear
Oh,
Lord.
whoa. I like the new designs a lot. Maybe it's just like new art that I'm just like, ooh. I don't know. They look cool.
They do look cool. They just look like half fusions to me instead of like full fusions. You know what I mean?
Well, we were talking. Yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't be talking about Neos to anybody else. So like, but we were talking, and Neos's shins are like
Oh,
super
they're
short
insane
compared to the rest of his body.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. Elemental Hero
And
Neos.
it's terrible. He has like shins that are half the length of his thighs. Like I'm like, ugh.
It's really
like,
yeah. I'm pulling it up right now. We really do talk about Neos a lot together. Well, like they're half the length of his thighs, but they're also twice the size of his head. He's such a guy. The crazy part about Neos to me is that he's based off of Ultraman. So, like, because he's from outer space, so is Ultraman. His color scheme is just like Ultraman. Ultraman literally has a form called Ultraman Neos.
No, I guess his thighs aren't. I don't know. It's just like those are some funky thighs. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, and also Neos becomes giant to fight Hasselberry's monster in a card art. It's super bizarre, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like, you can't tell me. But the thing is, Neos and Ultraman, they both have the fin. They both have the lines on their body. They're both from outer space. They're both silver, gray, white-ish. And they both have the crest in the middle of their chest. But I think the copyright is a lot looser in Japan.
Well, also, copyright only matters if the people who own the IP wish to enforce it. You know, like, if the people who own Ultraman are like, yeah, that's cool. We love a good reference. Then it's good. Like, you know, you don't have to, like, go through all this rigmarole. Or you pay royalties, or, you know, you come to an agreement.
Right.
Like, you pay out for the design.
And
like,
that's why...
So there's a lot of ways that could have gotten smoothed over. It sounds like if it was an issue with the Rave Dactyl comic, then it's because they did it without seeking any sort of agreement with the creator. Like,
which makes me believe that the creator, and again, this is all speculative, Konami is notorious for, you know, some things, Kojima. But
Kojima.
Objectively speaking, this could be a situation where they could not come to an agreement because the payout that the Rave Dactyl creator wanted was possibly not high enough, and therefore
Even
Konami, yeah, right, leave it in limbo.
Yeah,
it's just.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then obviously Konami would be in the wrong. Like, you know, be like, hey, if you're not willing to come to some agreement, then don't use it. Like,
right.
But I think it was probably more of a, you know, maybe no one knows what the fuck Rave Dactyl is, and we can let it slide, like, kind of a thing. And
yeah.
Oops. Turned out they cared. Like,
it's interesting.
Can't do that.
And again, it could be there have been multiple situations where people have patented the same thing at the same time, not knowing each other, or not, like, there could have been zero malice on either side, right? Like,
oh yeah,
there have been multiple occasions where someone's created the same thing as someone, or the same type of show, and people will be like, oh, they copied them. But it's like, no, the production time for one film being similar to another's, like you can't necessarily. I mean, there are obviously examples of like espionage in that regard too. We're kind of going on a non sequitur, but like I think that earnestly there are situations where people create similar looking things, similar sounding things, and have no connection or correlation or even acknowledgement of each other. And it's only until after the fact that it's like, oh, okay, these things were made at the same time. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more inclined to believe that Konami was trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We don't know, and it'll likely be a little bit before we get any clarity.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Rave Dactyl stuff, and I mean, we talk art here, so like there's just a lot going on, and I would like to see more. It was okay, so I have a comment. Thank you very much for commenting, Energizer 14. It was proven that Beyond Comics and Konami were in the same place at the same time at conventions, especially in 2006 and 2008 or 2007 Comic-Con, that Takahashi was in attendance to. Okay.
Okay.
So he probably saw, because there are some Rave Dactyl toys. So he may have seen them.
Oh yeah.
And very much been like, okay, yoink and twist, but did not twist enough.
Yoink and twist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of yoink and twist.
No, yeah, I mean everything's inspired by something else for the most part, like, and that's fine. But when it comes to IPs and ownership, when you got your own IP, you gotta kind of protect that shit, like,
I think I need to watch
That's why
Rave Dactyl. Or is it a comic or a show? Because I see IMDb for it, but Civil Justice. Oh, I know about Civil Justice. Is Rave Dactyl from Civil Justice? Rave Dactyl Comics, superhero, Beyond Comics. I can't tell if this is 3D or 2D. We're getting on a real non sequitur, guys. I'm so sorry, but like this is such interesting Yu-Gi-Oh! Like historian context that I am just like really lost in the sauce of this. This is definitely going to be a video. There are already so many content creators who have made a video on this. Like I was like shocked to see 4 videos as I'm literally pulling up pictures. But Rave Dactyl Bioweapon. How long ago was this? I don't know if I like this design, but that's irrelevant. It's just from a creative standpoint, I think it's a lot going on. 1 second. But that's not the point of this. It's not like, do you like the art or do you not like the art? It's just like, it's such an interesting topic. What do you guys like? How long ago did you guys find out about this? Was this a pretty recent thing for you in the chat?
Oh.
That's interesting. That is really interesting.
Okay, yeah. So it definitely is. That definitely. This all leans very much to what I said. At the Konami try and do. It's like, yeah, maybe we can just get it. Maybe we could just slip it in.
Yeah.
Like, and no one will notice.
Yeah. No, for sure. Thank you for sharing this, Energizer 14, and also Jorge. Thank you as well. Like this is a lot of information is coming out here, and I'm pulling up the picture just so I can see. Yeah, as I'm looking at it more from a side view, I can see why they would be like, this is Ernios. So I'm putting another picture of it in the chat. or in the rather in the video. It should just be popping up right now.
Oh wow, yeah, that actually, yeah, the side view looks a lot more like Araneos than.
Right. And then
Yeah,
yeah, holy cow. Now I think that there's a design change between the first image and the second. Yeah, because I'm looking at this third one, and dear lord, is this not just like someone's 3D rendition? Well, I mean, let me rephrase that. Araneos is someone's 2D rendition of this.
yeah. Now I definitely see it. Like,
Yeah.
like
In pseudo movement, I see it.
the more you look at it, the more you're like, yeah, can't really give Konami the benefit of the
Right.
doubt here.
Now that said, was because I don't know. Beyond Comics work with Takahashi Corporation, or with Taraka Takarco subsidiary Blue Box Toys as a Konami owned company. So Konami had access to this. Okay, is what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then yeah, this is definitely a situation where like Konami flew too close to the sun. Because you could say the same thing about Dark Neos with Black Panther, but like it's got elements of like Batman and like the three like the Wolverine kind of claws there as well. So you can definitely see influence, but you can't see a direct one-to-one, which you can with this. I find it very interesting. I like, again, so the yoink and twist is something from like Ludwig. I don't know if you've heard this term, but it's like,
I mean,
it's self-explanatory. It's just like, hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just make it a little different and find it like, except it's like more sincere than that. Like it's very much like people take inspiration and then put their own spin on it. And I don't think there was enough of a spin. I think there was too much of a take in this.
yeah.
Which is crazy.
Just didn't change enough of your homework.
It's funny enough, too, because Konami's not... This isn't the first time Konami's had this kind of situation. We won't get into the match.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Konami references stuff all the time. So, like I said, it makes sense that every once in a while they're gonna like fly too close to the sun.
Yeah,
I think, like
with their Air Neos wings. Alrighty, let's jump on some Master Duel, but like, just in closing thoughts, this is not the first time Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters was originally referred to in comic as Wizards and Magic. Like, and was inspired by Wizards of the Coast's Magic the Gathering. How much more on the nose do you want to get with that? It's just silly, man. It's silly, and it's unfortunate that one of my favorite designs happens to be... Well, it's not... I mean, it's unfortunate from a legal dispute, but I will say this has been an interesting way, and I if anything is good to come from this, I am hoping that this artist, as long as they're like, you know, they've got their Facebook, their Insta. Please don't harass this artist, by the way. I don't know how far reaching this video is going to get. Please don't harass this artist. You know?
Yeah, nor should you. Like,
yeah, exactly. Not,
you know,
like,
you didn't do anything wrong. Like,
right.
There's nothing wrong with trying to hold on to what's yours. Like,
exactly. I mean, you know, and again, like, we're in a dubiously gray area with like the fan projects and stuff. So I understand that you have to operate kind of in like a cautious way, and just be mindful of how you're doing things. And again, I think that the difference is like, these were people that worked with him and took his design, and so I don't know. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, maybe I'm not, but I think that there's a big difference between like us doing a little spin-off thing and having an independent artist's design be appropriated in a way that does not give credit or anything like that. Because I don't know who's the artist for Air Neos, too. Like, that's the thing. Like, clearly it's the same artist who did all or most of the Neos designs. But, you know, it's almost like this slightly sours the taste in my mouth for it, but I'm like, is it the artist that's to blame, or was this something that like was mandated in the designing
Yeah, I mean, is the art director like
Mhm.
who, you know, we
Of
don't really
Yu-Gi-Oh,
know
by the
who's
way,
at
not
fault.
yeah,
Yeah, like we
because
don't really know who's to blame here. I mean, obviously it's Konami and or like allegedly, but it seems very likely that Konami at the even if it wasn't malicious, they were trying to to be slippery about it
right, right. It's
and
so
trying to get away with something.
it's
Like,
so interesting. Um, I'm looking at the Beyond Comics website, and again, I think it's definitely not like our market, our demo. There's a lot of 3D like assets, and it's very like I don't want to put a lot of this on just because there's some like voluptuousness in some of their character designs, which like is cool, it's great, but like again, just for the sake of monetization. But it's so interesting. They refer to their so I'm seeing how they're doing this now. They get they do it kind of like Mortal Kombat, where they hire actors or like yeah actors. They hire actors or just people in general to basically be stand-ins for them to then I guess airbrush and trace over to create their comics.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, as long as everyone's getting credit and their likenesses, their likeness fees, like I think that's neat. Because like if you want to tell a story, you shouldn't have to, especially in like I get like obviously like there are people who have learned to draw to tell stories through comics or manga, but equally I think they are very good storytellers that cannot necessarily do everything. And like one from One Punch Man is like a prime example of that.
I was just about to say,
Yeah,
like, that's got to be like the go-to example for that. Like,
yeah. So although it's not an art style that I am necessarily like a fan of per se, I would say that this has definitely got its audience for sure. Like it's really cool to just I'm like browsing through their website and just taking a look at everything they've got going on. Very interesting. Again, I don't want to put anything on the stream just for the sake of not accidentally showing something or getting in any issues. But if anyone from Beyond Comics is watching at any point, maybe this like the snippet of this goes somewhere or I reach out, please let me start by saying I really am eager to discuss further about this. So if anyone wants to talk about it, I'm more than eager to be a objective party and discuss this for a video. But gosh, this is so interesting. I don't know if there's other lawsuits like this, but I feel like there has to be because you can't tell me that like one card alone in the vast sea of everything is like the only example.
true. Yeah, no, I mean, there's got to be more examples, but I mean, this could have been something where like F.
Oh man. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I have to pull this up right now. Go on, please. Go on.
No, I lost my train of thought. You go ahead.
The creator of Ernios, or not Ernios. Dear God, I'm so sorry. The creator who's in the dispute with Ernios for Revedactyl made a YouTube video themselves. Now, most of their views have about 300, 100 views. The Ernios one has 1,300. Or rather 13,000 views. every other video he's got, it's got a small amount. You know, I think the biggest one after that is one that's a Lion-O Thundercats toy review figure that's about 1,300 views from 4 months ago. But he himself has made what is pretty much a statement, an open statement. So we can pull this up and watch this together. Do you guys want to do that? Does that sound like something interesting? I'm gonna pivot real quick to that setup. I know we were gonna do Master Duel, but like this is too crazy. Let me find that real quick. Okay, let me adjust this real quick. So, first of all, thank you guys for letting me hijack this video, or this live stream rather, to discuss this Airneos stuff. I know that, again, a lot of other content creators probably got the leg up on it. You could call them the early bird on this subject matter. I actually saw this last night at like 4 a.m., but I was just so exhausted from work that I just didn't do anything with it. But, again, this is from... how would you say this name, Dylan? Because dyslexic ass boy, Greg.
Where are you gonna post?
Oh, sorry. Let me get this right for us. 1 second. Let's transition that. Greg Weich. Again, do not harass this person. Let them be. Do not, bug this person. I'm sure they're getting a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Ghoulishly Gengar, how's it going today? We're talking about the findings for why Airneos' card never got reprinted. So we're discussing that right now. It's concerning a lawsuit that had been going on around 2007 to 2006. So we're looking at a video from the creator of a character named Ravedactyl, who was at a lot of trade event shows with Konami, and was working with part of their subsidiaries during the time that Ravedactyl and Airneos were both being premiered and whatnot. So we're just kind of going over that. How's your day been? How's your work week been? Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope everyone's having a great Friday.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I know you guys can read it, but just for the sake of those just listening, I believe it's... I'm going to probably read the lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's ongoing, but Konami...
Greg
Weish. So,
I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
I'm really not.
I did never ever stop them from... See, so here's the thing. Let me preface this too, because I think that we have to consider... it was resolved. They settled out of court, but I believe Airneos is still banished. So see, that's what I'm saying. You can settle out of court for an undisclosed sum, but you're basically throwing out the lawsuit. But Airneos is probably banished, for lack of a better word, from ever reappearing as a card, but that's why they're able to still re-release episodes of GX through digital media, I would assume. Because they settle it out, so they're probably like in agreement of, you guys can utilize this for pre-existing works, for digital media and video consumption, but probably not through the card game, or they just want to avoid it. Konami is very copyright averse.
Oh yeah.
Week. Long week, but I've got a 3-day weekend coming up since Easter. Very nice. Another person said, "What's up, Seth?" Wolf Dragon. Let me put some respect on it. Wolf Dragon said, "What's up, Seth? I've been watching the show and episode of Card Heroes on YouTube for something and stuff. Hey man, I love rewatching old episodes. We're still working on the main one for Crimson. We do eventually want to do some stuff for it on the stream, but we don't want to spoil anything, so we're just keeping it nice and vague right now." And then Ghoulishly... Oh, sorry, Dylan, go ahead.
At some point you'll tune in and we'll be doing something for it, but not right now. Trying to keep the first episode under wraps.
Right, exactly. Jumping back...
Don't want, has been waiting for so long. We don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah. No, honestly, that's fair. Jumping back, it says Gulisha Gengar says his name is pronounced Week, but spelled Weech because it's German.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Or
So weak,
Wyke. Week or
weak,
Wyke.
like
Either way.
we. It doesn't even matter. It we'll never be able to pronounce it because we're ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
so
and I was gonna say too, this could be a situation. So I've been looking at this from Greg as the entity of Beyond Comics, but Greg may just be a artist within that corporation rather than the owner of the corporation.
oh
Like
yeah, well he
like
very likely doesn't own the character.
right.
Uh, especially if I mean unless Ray Dactyl appears, as a character in other
Well, he
uh
so he go on.
because usually like if you we'll use magic as an example, if you do art for magic you don't own the character, you like I think a lot of artists still end up owning like the art that they make for
Mhm.
like selling prints and stuff, but like you can't just do whatever with the character you design for magic, like because that still belongs to the company
Right.
a lot of the time.
No, totally. I'm sure that there was an NDA signed so that he or maybe like an embargo period where you couldn't talk about it, or maybe he just didn't want to deal with it. Like that's totally fair. The reason that Dylan's correct. Dylan is absolutely going with where I was going to go with this, which is there are times on YouTube that I hear a lot of creators asking independent or not independent, but asking musicians, "Hey, can I use your song for an outro? Hey, blah blah blah. Like, can I use your song for a video?" And the artist will give the yes. But if they're owned by a label or
Oh yeah, like a record company.
yeah, they aren't the ones able to give their copyrights because although they are the creators of the music, they don't hold the copyright to said music. It would be the record label, and this could be a very similar situation where although Greg is the creator of the art and maybe even owns the character, it could still be under the jurisdiction of Beyond Comics as an entity rather than Greg.
Yeah,
So this is wild.
copyright is just a goddamn minefield.
Oh yeah,
Like it it's definitely like when if you're in a creative field, it's definitely one of those things you have to double and triple check. Like you don't want to be caught with your pants down. Like
right. Well, and also like it's a case by case. So me and Dylan like went to the same college together, and we actually shared the copyright class that that is where we both got our references for this knowledge. And so like we could be wrong. I did take some other film classes for it, but like I know that we've discussed copyright and like transformative and like other aspects of like copyright. So like what we're doing now, pulling up this video, I would hope falls under copyright because we're discussing it. If there's audio to it, I may want to listen to Greg's input and just hear her side of things, and then we can talk about it and like critique it or not critique, but like commentate over it. So I'm gonna see if there's anything that he says or if this is just like a still image.
And wouldn't even share 1%.
Okay.
Hi guys, I never stopped them from using the
So this is him stating his case. I don't know if you can hear it, Dylan. Once it starts playing, it should be in just a second. In fact, I'm just gonna send you the video. That way you can just pull it up yourself. Or I'll stream share that instead of Master Duel for you.
oh yeah.
That's probably the right play. Let me go back to screen sharing. Yeah, let me get that for you. It's a still image for the most part, so I don't think that you need to worry about the visuals. You can just continue continue with what you're doing, but let me know if you hear it. 1 second. Playing it. Oh, sorry.
their version of the
Okay,
character.
I'm playing it right now.
It
Can you hear
seems the corporate execs may have been greedy and stingy and
Oh,
locked
yeah.
it away out of spite and wouldn't.
So, okay.
Hi guys, I never stopped them from using their version of the character, ever. It seems the corporate execs may have been greedy and stingy and locked it away out of spite and wouldn't even share 1%, even though mine came first. Our tables were next to each other at Comic-Con. I was forced to defend my version of the character. Click to hear more. I would have lost the version of my character and was forced to defend the rights to my creation, or I would have legally lost the rights to my own creation. On top of that, I was next to them at a table at Comic-Con, and if you read the report that's public online of the actual court case, you can see where they even said something like they're going to New York Comic-Con looking for independent superhero creators to get ideas for their new hero line, or something to that effect. Due to confidentiality agreements, I can't discuss too much, but it's all publicly posted online, it seems. The lawyers and everybody wanted to make a big money thing out of it. I just wanted it to end. I lost a year of my life, 9 hours a day, 5 days a week for 1 year trying to defend the rights of my character and my version so that I wouldn't lose those rights. I had shared all my designs with them at Comic-Con and showed them my character, which was fully on display, including the statue you see on the left and the art. As mentioned, my copyright came first and they settled out of court because I did not want this to continue and I was not looking for a big payday. I just wanted it to end. I hold no grudge against them, and I don't think it was the creators who were making the problems as much as it was the corporate legal people potentially, is what I'm wondering. Please share the truth because the fans deserve to know, and I'm glad that this came out finally because I've been suppressed for such a long time. So now that it's publicly posted online, I'm only saying what is publicly posted. It was a coincidence. I'm totally open to them bringing back the character if we could work anything fair out. I'm super flexible and easygoing. I'm happy to get these characters back out, especially their version and my version. Why not? There's enough room. Let's just work out a fair deal and make something happen. And I would be furious too if I thought some jerk hid a character away that I loved and adored. So I do not blame you guys. I understand what you're saying and I know why you're upset, and you have every right to be, but I do want to clarify that I absolutely did not stop them at all. It is something that I believe they did, possibly out of spite, or possibly because they didn't want to share any kind of, not even 1% with independent artists. And it's terrible because I'm fresh out of school, I'm making my own characters, and to take advantage of independent, artists who have no money and no power, by these big giant legal corporations, that's a scary thing. It was terrifying for me. Imagine if you created a character and showed it to your favorite company, and then suddenly a character that looks very much like yours, you think, comes out, and you're like, oh my God, that's so similar. And then you find out you're going to lose the rights to your own creation to avoid causing confusion in the marketplace if you don't go to court and defend the rights of your original creation that you've spent years creating.
That's crazy. And I have to take his side.
Yeah.
Obviously we're hearing it from him, and I doubt that Konami is going to have any representative discuss with anyone, because it's already behind them. They've already moved on. They've already got a new Neos design that they're taking more, I think, like different approaches with the whole, like I said, the Wind Neos and all that. They're going with a more like armor set rather than transformation design. But I can see what he's saying, because Konami doesn't even credit their own artists who make their card art.
Yeah, which is also not something I'm a big fan.
No,
like
I've never been a fan of that, because
know.
me and you, as artists, we can see and tell who's the same artist for like two different cards because of their brush strokes or whatever.
And that's one, it's always been something, like ever since I got into Magic, I was like, yeah, this is awesome to know who creates these works of art. Because then you find an artist, you're just like, wow, this is awesome. I wonder what else they've done. And you go and look it up, and I found one of my favorite artists is Raymond Swanland, and he does art for Magic the Gathering. And I was like, this art, this is so cool. This is, it's stuff I really look up to. I think it looks awesome, and it's right up my alley. And then I found out through that he actually does the cover art for my favorite band, Disturbed. And I was it blew my mind right out of my head. Like, I was like, that is so cool that I was able to take these two things and mash them together. I'm like, and we'll never know if the artist for Lava Golem uh did your favorite piece in a
Right.
museum. I don't know. Like,
Well, like it's crazy too because like so every other card game that is currently in my mind popular and has an audience credits their artists. Digimon, uh, all the Bandai games except for I think Dragon Ball because a lot of them are gotcha game card assets. I don't know if that's true or not, so you'll have to double check me on that. But I know Digimon and One Piece share artists with the Pokemon Company, and you can go to like the Digimon Wikipedia and you can literally search up artists by name and see all the stuff they've done. One thing that was really cool is I saw that the Arceus artwork that I'll put up in just a moment is done by someone who does like some One Piece artwork, and it's so neat to track them between card games to be like, oh, this is my favorite artist in this card game. I'm gonna collect all of their art from this other TCG, and just give them the support and love that like even just like I know there's that one artist who does like the clay Pokemon, and people just collect her artwork because they love it, and then they can follow that artist on social media or whatever. And that's part of it. I think Konami's just like really meticulous with holding their grasp on people, but we're in a
yeah, it
different
also
time.
seems like a byproduct of like when Yu-Gi-Oh came out. I just don't think like I don't think there was as much of an emphasis on like respecting your artists.
Right.
Maybe I think.
Well, that comes back from like the old comic book era, I think too. I don't think that most artists were credited properly, and video games definitely in like the early like 80s just had like a placeholder name or like a name but no last name. Like it's just a weird time, and I think that Konami needs to get with it because there are so many talented artists out there, and it's really important to see and just watch them flourish and support them.
Yeah, I think now more than ever, art is important.
Yeah.
Uh, me and Seth, we've talked a lot about AI art, uh, and how it is terrible garbage. Um, at least that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I think art and the people who make it are important now, and they're always going to be important. But I think we live in a time where it's probably the most important it's ever been. If you're an artist, keep doing what you're doing
Yeah. Please, seriously. And
because we need you.
it's so critical.
Even if some people want to get on their soapbox and say, "Oh, look at all these artists, all these entitled artists squirm," like it. Forget about them. The world needs art. Humans need art. You're important. End of story.
Yeah. Yeah. I could continue watching this video. I'm curious too, but I think that we may come back to this a little later. I find it so interesting, and again, it may be because everyone thinks I think that everyone in intermittently associates Takahashi, Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, with being like the showrunner for GX, which is not true at all because GX was an anime original. The manga for it came out later, has a different story, different writing team entirely, even different artists. So like, it's tough because this is one independent artist who may or may not have been in collaboration or in talks to be in collaboration with Konami, and you don't know if it was a corporate executive who saw the Rave Dactyl design and was like, okay, here's a picture. I want you, the character designer, to do this. Because we don't even know if the card art comes first or the anime design comes first for these kinds of cards. Like there are cards clearly where it's like, oh, you're not going to use this in the show, so it doesn't really need to go through the second wave of verification for the art and design. But like, this is a protagonist's Ace Monsters transformation. I feel like you don't just let that be done willy nilly. There's probably a team of people who, and this is all speculation, who, at least one person who's like, hey, here's what I want for this design. Work on it. Or like, maybe it's the opposite, where it's like, hey, here's the card artist, here's the design that we came up for the card, and then the animation team or the animation director is like, I don't really like that. I don't think that works for the character. Let's change that. The lawsuit gets even more interesting because it looks like Ravedactyl's wings are metallic rather than organic, like Ernios. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, also they look like a cape too. Like
yeah, it does look
really
kind of
fluid.
cape-like. So Ernios has a scene in the anime where its wings go, because it's equipped with an equip spell, and its wings go from bio-organic to much more like, what's the word? Much more like mechanical. That's what I'm trying to say. It must have been a pain, though, to be an independent artist and see this. Like, see your work like... I know I would feel upset and hurt and distraught.
Yeah. No, especially... and it's always discouraging because these companies have the means to cut a deal.
Right.
And sometimes it's just... they're being stubborn for no reason. Like,
I will say that the GX... So, like, this is something I've echoed before... But Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, which is the one with Firewall Dragon and all that stuff, has a notorious digital footprint of Japanese creators having worked on it, directors and teams and whatnot, and having left the production. And so that story was very much in limbo a lot of time. Guys, if this is boring too, let us know. Like we're passionate about this, but that doesn't mean that you are per se. So like, you can tell us if you're not into this conversation. Like we're here to make sure that we're providing entertainment for you. But GX feels to me like it was also a show that was very fly by the seat of their pants in production. In that season 1 feels very much like a slice of life show that is very different from season 3 and season 4. The art direction changes, and we didn't see this a lot in the English dub because by then they had gotten the proper assets for cards. But I'm putting on the screen right now, and I'll probably put it in the chat for you, Dylan. This is the original appearance of Neos in the anime for its card art. I'm sending it to you in Messenger privately on Discord. But you should see it pop up in just a moment on YouTube as well. And, like, I know that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime does a lot of, hey, let's just slap some assets together for this card art so that we can have the card be summoned. And we know what the design looks like. We just don't know what the card design's going to look like. So we'll use this placeholder image for now. But GX is notorious for having a ton of placeholder images. Okay. Jorge is saying in the comments that they are... if you want to share the link with me on Discord, I'll take a look. Because I have some people on Discord that are in the chat. But they're saying that apparently Beyond Comics was demanding $14 million from Konami for the Ernios debacle.
140 million.
Oh, sorry, 140 million. Pardon. Thank you. 140 million.
Ooh.
Which, like...
I mean, that's hefty.
Yeah.
That's very meaty, but, it is... borrowing IPs can be expensive, so I don't know.
Right. And I can see why Konami would be like, well, we're just trying to reference this. We don't. I can understand both sides being upset or and confused. Clearly, there is someone more in the wrong here. Obviously, Konami didn't want to pay, let alone share royalties, so they scrapped the monster that was hardly meta relevant, which is fair. Jorge's saying. Also, I can understand why, from an outside perspective, beyond comics, again, not referring to the artist or creator of Regdactyl. Now we're just talking about the IP holder itself, not the artist. Beyond comics would possibly misconstrue Ernios' importance. That said, Ernios is an important card because it is Neos. But Ernios is not an important character in the sense of it being like you said, it's a good card. It is a strong card. Meta relevance would be a factor to consider because there are some arguments to be said that Ernios is the strongest of the Neos fusions. That's just him and one other monster. Like, it's very good. It is a very good card. But I will say that Beyond Comics may have heard, oh, this is the ace monster of the protagonist. This is a main character's monster, Neos. Like, this is something that we can justifiably get our funds for. Now, again, I don't know. We're trying to make it on YouTube, right? Right now, I don't know if that dollar amount is like a unrealistic amount for a licensing fee or for a, copyright infringement, like payout. I don't know, right? I could be like, this is too high. I could be like, this is too low. I'm not in that awareness. Like my brain can't comprehend that. So I'm not saying that that's a too big a number or too small a number. I'm just saying that it is a cover card. Actually, you know what? That's a great point. Ernios is the cover card for Storm of Neos.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, I didn't think
they were
about
definitely
that.
profiting, and that off of it, and that is a good point. The bringing up the profit that the character was already generating, like, so.
I didn't even think about
140 million in like damages, like, because it's not just that they used it without consent,
Right.
like, but they.
You know what? I think that logically speaking, I don't think that's a necessarily maybe like an unfair number. Again, this could be me speaking out of my ass, but this could be a huge number. But I'm only looking at this from my point of view. I didn't even think about the fact that, hey, Japan also marketed off of this artwork and assets. And the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX cover art, like some cover arts for the DVDs for the English dub, do have Aquaneos, so I don't know if Ernios is on them too. Let me take a look at that. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, I did not think of the card game perspective. I only thought of in-show perspectives. The fact that Ernios is the cover card is insane. I found the one photo of him with the jets on as well, the winged jets. So I'm gonna update that as well. Let me put that in the video. I really didn't even think about that. Great call on that, Jorge. So here's Ernios with the equipped wings on, which only adds to the fact that this is another comparison to be made. Let me send that to you, Dylan, just that way you can see it in a second right away. Let me put it in the Discord chat. Yeah, if you want to send the link to me on that, please feel free to. It's insane though. It's so crazy. This is such an interesting situation, and one that I've been curious about for...
This is a huge trauma.
I need an egg in this trying time. Preferably one from Ernios. It's so bizarre. I don't know, man. I kind of want to let this play out. I want to let this video play out. I'm curious. Is that fine with you guys? You think you're cool with just letting us let it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I mean, we've come this far.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. All right. Let me hit play on this.
Years before that company even existed. Imagine if you were going to lose everything and the big companies refused to even work anything out with you. Imagine being laughed at and told, oh, you're just an independent artist. You can't do anything. Go ahead, sue us. And then imagine having the most wealthy corporate legal people terrorizing you on a daily basis for a year. What would you do? Imagine how you'd feel. Now, as you know, there's a confidentiality agreement, and of course, I'm not saying anybody did anything like that to me, because that would be horrible if someone did that to me or any other independent artist. But I did feel that somebody had to stand up to the big giants, as small as I was at the time. And I did get some really nice messages from some really wonderful Yu-Gi-Oh fans who were kind enough to thank me for creating my character, Ravadactyl, which may have been the inspiration for the other character that you guys see there. And I was really touched when he said that he thought my character may have potentially been an inspiration to create the version that you guys got later, and that it may not have existed otherwise. If anybody knows anybody at Yu-Gi-Oh, please tell them I'm happy to work anything fair out with them, and to please reach out to me. I actually have a preview of my version of my character called Ravadactyl, which is previewed in my current comic book, Gakido, which is co-created by writer Brendan Wilson and me, the artist Greg Wyke. And Gakido means wrath in Japanese. And a little bit is something that you can see on beyondcomics.tv. You can download it at Kindle Comics, Amazon, or through my website, or my link tree, or in the description, or my bio. And you'll see links there as well if you want to check out that. Hopefully I'll be able to raise enough to put out my character, Ravadactyl, Life Beyond Death. That's a very intense script about a human who stumbles upon ancient alien technology, and originally the armor was not worn by a human but by an alien. It's a very interesting, deep storyline, and what if mythology was not myth but fact, and it gets to the truth behind bridging the gap between the past, present, and future. It's a very intense story about a character who's lost the will to live and who stumbles upon this ancient alien technology and discovers the beauty in trying to find a purpose to go on and continue, with some major exciting twists and turns in it. And we also have the star of Mortal Kombat, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, who played Shang Tsung. Your soul is mine, finish him, in the original and other newer version of Mortal Kombat, and the video game Mortal Kombat 11, and the other games as well. He's just incredible. He's an absolute dream come true to be a part of the project as our supervillain. He's also making a cameo in the Gakido comic book as Lord Shinryu, a different character. So guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope that clears it up. You guys deserve the truth, and that is the truth. Thank you so much for all your support to us independent artists and writers and creators. And finally, hopefully I'll be able to start releasing all this work and everything after all these years. It's been really scary to be locked away like this with my characters and things like that.
Okay, cool. So big. I wanted to let that play a little bit just so that way we, gave him the opportunity to plug his comic and stuff too. It looks like it's already happening. Ruxin34, which is a Yu-Gi-Oh content unboxing creator, did an interview with him about 10 hours ago. So it's probably very slapdash and quick, but not in a bad way. Just saying it's a 50-minute interview. So, I mean, I won't lie, I was going to try and do that myself. But I'm glad that someone did it and someone is talking to him about it, because it's such an interesting concept.
Let's talk to him about we'll do Ravadactyl after Card Heroes.
Yeah. Gosh.
You're we'll do a live action.
We'll do a live action, baby. We'll do a live action. Man, it's so interesting, and it's very. Today feels like there's some closure, and I hope that feels like. I'm gonna be real. This is the closest I think I'll ever get to lost media, of my own accord, because it's not my thing, in that I'm not skilled enough to navigate through the world of it. It's scary and overwhelming. So let me just say that this is really cool to be like 7 degrees away from Arnios. I don't think that I don't think we'll be getting Arnios back anytime soon or at all. Honestly, though, let's be real. Konami is kind of and again we say this while also wanting to work with them. Notorious at being a little aggressive to their artists. A little is maybe putting it mildly. And this is someone that's outside of their artists.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, they definitely. I mean, we saw with the Kojima debacle that they are not necessarily kind to uh, their creators.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I mean, there's always that inherent fear and concern of like, maybe this is me getting on my. All right, listen, I'm getting on my soapbox now. There's a little bit of fear about Card Heroes Crimson being a fan series, but I look forward and optimistic to hopefully seeing positives from it. I've never seen someone's YouTube channel get taken down. This is a live action content creator for making this, and I don't know. I've seen a few bigger creators do stuff much bigger than my channel is currently. So I can definitely say I've kind of watched people stress test this unintentionally and taken note of that. So I'm optimistic. I hope that, you know, I hope that we take off and have a great show. But this is the kind of stuff that gets me hot and bothered in a good way. Not that I'm happy that this happened, but in the way that I get excited about like this kind of behind the curtain kind of stuff. And so I appreciate you guys letting us talk about it. It's been really fun. It's been really, really fun. Not clearly, fun's maybe not the right word, but like it's been interesting and informative for me to go about this. I'm glad that I have the peace of mind to know that this is where it all stems from, and not an airplane company.
right.
That's so crazy. All right. What are we doing today? We spent so long talking about Ravedactyl. Let's get it right. Put some respect on it. Ravedactyl. We spent so long talking about that, and I wanna shuffle up a few cards. Dylan, I know you've got some stuff going on, so if there's anything, you know, if you got to dip out, let me know.
I think I'm. What time is it? You know, get into some Master Duel.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump right into it.
Let's see, at least one game.
Yeah. Oh God.
At least one game this stream.
At least one game of Master Duel. Boys and girls and others, thank you again for just hanging out with us. We really do enjoy it. Let's jump into some Master Duel. My deck's probably not current at all. My deck is probably banned. Let's look at our deck list today, friends. Let's see what we got. And friends, if you want me to, I think I will make a deep dive on this. I know that everyone and their mom is going to right now, so maybe give us some time. Maybe after the first episode is up, we'll talk about it because it's such an interesting topic, and I may want to just discuss, you know, what's going on with the comic. I may want to inquire about it and kind of not review it in a negative way. Just review it. I'm curious. You know, I want to know. All right. What are we building today? We got a few decks here. Oh yeah, we are definitely not getting any more of that of Arnios ever again, I think, other than
Well, I mean, they got the new design now. I would imagine that we're probably gonna.
Yeah, we're pivoting to that now. Is my deck current? Oh my God, my deck is not hit by whatever Master Duel ban list is going on. Okay, bet we're playing Heroes. All that to say, we're still gonna play Heroes. Do I have Neos in here? I don't think I do.
Playing Heroes, of course, nothing's banned.
I don't know, man. You know, you never know. You never know. You never know, Yugs. Heroes of the meta. How do I equip the deck? Standard Heroes of the meta. It's been so long since I jumped on Master Duel, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's go. Let's just jump on the ladder. Let's just duel. Let's duel!
Right? Just like riding a bike.
Dual Triangle. Oh, what the heck? Dual Triangle looks kind of interesting. It's a format in Master Duel that is, you can build your deck with water and dark monsters, light and earth monsters, or fire and wind monsters. I'm not going to do that right now, but that seems like something we should check out. Standard! Let's go, baby! Season 40. Dear God, Season 40. Only Celeste has been banned on Master Duel. Interesting. Let me switch decks. No, I need to switch decks. How do I switch decks? Guys, I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I played Master Duel. Change decks. There we go. How goes it? Dude, so Jojo Panders is here. Hello, Jojo. We just spent the last, like, what, 2 hours discussing the Ernios debacle. Did you hear about this? I'm not going to bring it up again, but it's just crazy. Speaking of, let me find Neos on Master Duel. Do I need him? I think I do. Let's do... I need to throw 2 more cards in my deck. Let's do... There we go. Hero. I'll make a deep dive on it, but basically we found out the lawsuit reasons for why Ernios has not gotten printed. By the way, speaking of heroes, I am so excited. So I was telling Dylan earlier that we have a new Thunder Giant. He looks cool as heck. And then we also have a new... oh gosh, what's his name? Yeah. So we have a new Thunder Giant. We have a new hero, but I'm trying to remember who's... Oh, it's a masked hero that's a level 4, potentially. In the manga, it is a normal main deck masked hero. So super interesting.
When it's coming to modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It ain't gonna be no normal monster.
No, God, no. God, no. Alright, so we're just kind of slapping this together as it is. Let's just throw in... Shit, man. We're just having a good time. Let's throw in some random-ass masked heroes. Or, vision heroes. The Thunder Giant reprint looks so good. I'm trying to find the picture again. Let me find it again. Or it's not the retrain. Thunder Giant. Hero Thunder Giant retrain. On Google. Mudball Man technically has an effect, which is the most confusing thing ever to me. Because it technically has the effect that it cannot be summoned except by fusion summon, which is an effect. Which is so dumb. It is absolutely so stupid. You can infinite impermanence Mudball Man. Hey! Schmirko's here too.
Yeesh.
We got the whole gang. What's up, gang? How's it going?
Gang.
2 new traps. Heroes Rule 1 is so exciting to me. There's a card, Dylan, in current Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Heroes Rule 2. It is based off of obviously Heroes Rule is like a card that Jaden uses in the anime. So Heroes Rule 1 has been a card that is an anime exclusive for literally freaking 2 decades. And Heroes Rule 2 has been out since like I was 8. It's so weird to have like Heroes Rule 2 out before Heroes Rule 1, but here we go. Also have Master Duels.
You think they're gonna release together or?
No, Heroes Rule 1. Oh my god, this hand is silly. Heroes Rule 2 has been out since like in the real game for years. Heroes Rule 1 is releasing in Japan right now, so they might reprint Heroes Rule 2. Guys, I'm gonna get cooked. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in what feels like months. Each time an effect or card activates, this put a that's 10. Or
You haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh. It has been months.
It really has.
I like.
I think.
I don't think it feels like. I think it has been.
No, it really it has. Okay, what does this do? Each time a card or effect activates, except that's 10, you can place an access counter on this card, max 10. Monsters you control gain attack for each access counter on them. If the that's 10 access counter is placed on this card, the 10th that's 10 access counter, you can return this card to your hand, and if you do, set from your deck one continuous trap card with an effect that summons a monster. This is so weird. Alright, so just Dark Law, right? Like, I just do Dark Law things? I would assume.
That's always the answer.
Right. Guys, if I play sloppy, just forgive me. I think we bait out the opponent. So I go Hero Lives. Ooh, Jorge and Smirko are gonna judge me. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a minute. Playing Heroes is like really rough for me. It's been a real minute. When a spell trap activates, tribute one monster, and if you do, negate it. Okay. I do not care. Because it can't summon... No, it doesn't summon. Okay. So now I can just normal summon out Shadow Mist. And then Mask Change. And then activate Mask Change. I can discard Forbidden Droplet to Mask Change into Dark Law. Do you have a response for that? Did I forget to put a Dusted Gold in here? Oh, God. And then Shadow Mist effect activates. Select. I think we're fine. Yeah? A Dusted Gold is in here. In my extra deck, do I have Bane? The question is... So I've already normal summoned, so getting Stratos wouldn't matter. A lot of these guys don't really matter. I can discard with... Oh god, I can discard with Forbidden Droplet. Gotta love Dark Law. Yes, we do. I think we just grab... Yeah, gosh. I don't have other heroes to grab right now. I think we grab Malicious, so we can set up for the play later. It's either Malicious or Honest Neos. I think it's Malicious. Yeah, because then we can set the Droplet. This is a very telegraphed play, but like it is a play.
Hey, just because they know it's coming doesn't mean they can stop it.
Right, right. And then let's go to battle phase. I am scared of that lone face down, but let's see what happens. Attack. Okay. And then we go to main phase 2. We set the Dark Calling first because we love a good bait. We set the Droplet in the non-imperm column, and then we pass. I think we'll be fine, guys. I think we'll be fine. This is perfectly fine. Sly would approve of this play. Maybe,
Oh, no.
Maybe not Malicious. He'd probably get Airneos. He'd be like, Airneos, let me grab him. No, he'd probably grab Honesty Neos. Set directly from your deck, that's fine. We do love Dark Law in this house, though. Dark Law is such a good boy.
You
Sly
only ever
approved.
hear that from people who use him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you only
You never hear that from people playing against Darklaw.
Darklaw, yeah. Darklaw is such a good card and not a problem at all.
Right.
4 back row is
Yeah.
scary.
D-Shifter was the problem, not Darklaw. D-Shifter.
Special summon a monster.
Yeah.
This is a bait. Why are you baiting me? Why didn't you summon an attack mode? You could have crashed.
Is it working?
No.
Well.
I don't think that I'm in a good spot, but I don't know why. Oh, because he's link summoning. Joke's on you, handsome. What does this do? During your main phase, you can normal summon whatever. At the start of damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster, it points to destroy that opponent's monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard from the field, special summon, but it won't go to the graveyard. And you're not pointing to me. What are you doing?
His best.
Yeah, I guess. You're not pointing to me. What are you doing? At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster... Oh. No. If this card battles an opponent's monster, this card points to. Yeah, I had to double check that. No, you're fine. What's happening? I think he's about to ask that too. No. What's going on? He's just banishing a bunch of stuff. Is he throwing? I won't say no to a free throw. Do I summon another monster? Do I play into this play? Oh god, now my brain is like breaking. I'm like, do I summon the Shadow Mist to push for more damage? Or do I hold it and not get torrential tributed? Battle phase. Oh, what the hell? Oh, he's disconnecting. It's about the late game, yeah. Well, and I have a card face down too to help me with this. Dear Lord, dude, I am not built for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels anymore. Ah!
The stress.
Do I want to replay the attack? No? No. And I also want to set a monster. Claim your victory, attack me. Yeah, right? No, dude, the anxiety is so high. I hate it here. I hate it here. Main phase 2. Ooh. I could just set it. I think I set it because I can just get rid of it with my back row later. And if not, I can flip it. Yeah. Dude, I'm not built for Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. Like, I play Pokemon. I don't have to think about my opponent's turn. I play Magic. I'm like, oh, they have 2 blue up? Okay, now I'm worried. But if they just have, like, no mana up, I'm like, whatever. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, dude, oh my god, the anxiety. Are you targeting my Darklaw? I don't care. Oh, I care about that, though. Fuck, the Golden Boy. I forgot all about Golden Boy. And it's an activated in hand effect, so it's a problem. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send it from your hand to the graveyard, special summon a monster, and if you do... Yeah, sure, let's droplet it. Did I hit no? Well, that's fine, because I'm gonna droplet it. It's fine. Activate effect. It does not matter. I do not care. Let's get rid of this and this. Oh, I can only get rid of one because there's only one effect monster on the field. Let's get rid of the malicious. We could get rid of the Shadow Mist and then add Honesty Neos. Oh, but it's during damage cal, so it won't properly add. No, it's attack declaration. Oh my god, we're good at this game on accident. Let's add Honesty Neos! Ah! We got hit by an Ash Blossom! This was a terrible decision! I should have sent Malicious to the graveyard! Ah! Guys, I'm scared. I'm actually, like, terrified. This, dude, I hate Golden Boy. I have so much anxiety when I fight Bling Bling Boy. It's not even funny. Oh, I hate Golden Boy.
Golden Boy.
Eldritch, the Golden Lord.
Oh. I've never actually played against them.
They're good.
They seem cool, though.
How come he got to attack replay? Oh, because he bounced a card? That's mid.
Mid for who?
Yes. Are you board wiping me? Oh no, he's board wiping me. Oh, that's interesting. This is a cool deck. I'm going to die. Let's go, Sly, for the win. You believe in me too much, Mr. Blaine. We are fighting the Golden Boy. I'm scared of the Golden Boy. I need to, like, draw the right answer. Which I can't even think of.
That's not a good place to be in.
No, that's a terrible place to be in.
Unless you're me and you got no cards in hand and nothing on the field, and the top card is Bubble Man.
Yeah, yeah. Or Dark Magician.
I do that.
With no cards left on the field. Oh my god, they just keep getting thicker. No! Ah! That doesn't help! I mean, actually...
Wait, are Eldritch able to play through Darklaw? Like, that's a little surprising for a zombie.
This guy is. He's able to play through a bad player.
Oh.
Which is me. Who else do I have in my extra deck? Oh, shoot. Oh, shucks. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. How's everything going? Man. I'm like so sad because if I just sent the well, no, he'd still have the just that sigh of defeat, just the I mean, okay. It's gonna get blown up anyway, might as well. Tribute to Set. Pass. We're gonna get cooked anyway, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Ooh, I like the lighting effect that you're doing with the red is way more vibrant. I know that you're doing the scales, but like seeing it close up, it looks really nice.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it looks good.
Doing my best.
You're doing
What I
fantastic.
can. Do what I do.
You're doing great, baby.
Did I just do?
Oh, he's confused. He's like, why would he get rid of Darklaw? I'm at 1,300 life points. How can I do this? Main phase 2. In phase. There's only one card I can think of that helps me get out of this. He banished it! He banished Malicious before I could do anything with that! I think I still win. If he doesn't stop this.
Wait, I just realized.
You guys want to see something cool? You guys want to see something cool?
Yes, they do. That's why they're here.
Fusion
Cool
summon!
things on Master Duel.
Evil Hero Malicious Bane!
Oh shit. That's the new one that's really good, right?
Yeah.
I forget what that one does.
He wipes
I
the
know
board!
it.
He wipes the board!
Oh shit.
Is he disconnecting? Guys! Can we do it? Do I have Master August in my deck? Ah! Yeah! Yeah! We did it! We won! We won! Woo! Whoa! That was crazy! Oh my god! Holy cow! Oh my word! Oh god! I'm gonna. Oh my god! I'm gonna have a hernia.
Everybody who's like plays often is like, cool, he won one game of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I won one game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I set Malicious face down. Oh, my back.
You know.
Oh. That's the most old person thing I could. I dabbed and then my lower back hurt. Oh my god.
Oh, it's hell getting old.
Mm,
Oh my god.
my spine hurt from that. Oh my
Throughout my back dabbing. Fuck.
Holy cow, guys. Dear Lord. I have not had that much anxiety in a duel in a hot minute, bro. And I played, like, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! For, like, a few months before I took my break. Master Duel is a different beast. Practice exam?
Ugh.
Academy exam. Practice exam. Okay, yeah, sure. That's silly as hell.
Ooh.
Thank God. Thank you, Master Duel. They made an update to where whenever you save a duel replay, it'll delete the oldest one. I think you used to be able to have like 20 replays, but whatever, we take it. Now you can have 10. Bro, I am lightheaded from that duel. No wonder they only do this one per episode. It's crazy. What time's the movie for you guys? Approximately to now.
Oh, actually should be soon. I think it's 7. I don't know when
When they get
she
home.
gets
Yeah,
off today.
That's
But,
fine. Oh my gosh.
As soon as they
We'll look for one more.
call me, I'm gonna have to pack it up.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'll do one more duel and then we'll be done. Guys, that was crazy. What the heck, bro? The anxiety. Life finds a way to stress me out. I didn't used to live by the seat of my pants when I played Yu-Gi-Oh, but now I do. God, I'm scared. What if they have crazy... Look at my hand. My hand is amazing. Give it a lick. Ooh, it tastes just like raisins.
First you throw your back out while dabbing, and now this. Aging rapidly.
Oh, God. I don't need this from you. I don't need this from you. Let's draw. Oh, good cards are good. Let's go. All right.
Well, looks like my time is up.
All right. It was a good time.
Yes, good luck on your duel.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody, for dropping by.
We love you
It was
guys.
a pleasure to see y'all. And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to finish this duel, and then I'll be going. But, Dylan, you are clear to go. Get out of here, buddy.
All right. Later, skater.
Later, gamer. Hello, duelists. Welcome. Dylan is still here visually, but he will be sent to the Shadow Realm very shortly. He is going... There he goes. All right, cool. So, Dylan, you're all good. If you can see this, you're good. You're not being picked up or anything. Let's look at this. I don't want to waste my normal summon. Oh, how come I can't discard to summon him? Interesting. I don't know why. Normally I'm able to use the effect and discard a card. Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking of the other guy. All right, so then what we'll do is Fusion Destiny. We're going to lock ourselves into Darks, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We'll get through it. And if he ashes, he ashes. Special summon this monster. Also summon this one. Interesting. Let's do... I need this guy in the... I need to get someone in the graveyard. So we'll go this way. We'll go... him. Select. And Shadow Mist. Because I can't special summon heroes, but I can still normal summon them. And then we'll do this. We'll activate Shadow Mist. We'll chain, activating to discard the increase. Now he's in the grave, so we're all set up there. We won't chain mass change. We'll get Shadow Mist's effect to add a... Oh, right. We send a D hero to the grave. Dang. We'll send Denier. And then we'll grab Stratos. We'll normal summon out Stratos. And pop that lone back row. We'll mask change out, or not mask change. We'll get out Malicious with Malicious. Yeah, he's done. He's finished. Okay, good game, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. I know that this was a little bit of an interesting one. It's a little different than what I think we were originally planning. We were just going to grind on Master Duel, but I think that talking about art is really important, especially on this channel. And I think that the whole Air situation is one that is very important to discuss. Obviously, there's a part of me that wanted to know what was going on there just for the sake of it. I love heroes. Jaden's my favorite character, you know, but on top of all of that, I think that respecting and appreciating independent artists, regardless of if you like their work or not, is important. It's the same reason that I stand against like AI art per se. I get, if you want to use it for fun, totally cool. In my opinion, these are all my personal beliefs. Maybe Dylan's are different. I know they are, in fact. But I do think that, it's something that monetarily, if you're going to use, I just not really the biggest fan. Again, if it's for comedy or whatever, if you're doing it for fun with your friends or aren't monetizing it, sure. But I do think that, and that's my stance again. But I do think that, when you use it for nefarious purposes or monetary gain, it can have a ripple effect that hurts artists who spend their life dedicating their craft to make a career out of this. So I thank you again. It means a lot that you guys let us yap about Yu-Gi-Oh lawsuits and then have a fun game of Master Duel. I want you guys to know that this is going to be a recurring thing every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time for as long as you guys are comfortable with that time frame. Friday at any time really works for us, but we want to make sure that people who are getting out of work have the ability to do so. So if there's a better time on Fridays that you would prefer, please let us know. We think that this is a great time, people coming home from their commute to work, people getting home, settling in, or for those who are in the California area, throwing something on in the background while you're at your desk. So thank you again very much. It means a lot to us. I hope that you guys remember to have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Go to the gym, get some good veggies in you, have some hummus, and until next time.